The Sakurazaki flagship salon glittered with timeless elegance, its windows framing gowns that cost more than most people's savings.
After months of searching, this place feels like the answer.
Her fingers brushed the delicate lace, and for a moment, she was lost in the dream of her wedding day.
Excuse me, miss, that dress costs more than your annual rent.
Miyu turned, the dream shattering as the manager's words sank in.
Perhaps you'd be more comfortable at a rental shop down the street.
I am a bride. I came here to find my dress.
A bride? In that outfit? This is a luxury boutique, not a department store.
The insult cut deeper than any lace could hide. Miyu didn't move, but the spark in her eyes said this wasn't over.
I'd like to speak with the manager.
You are looking at her. I don't have time for window shoppers. This salon caters to a certain caliber of clientele. Clearly not today.
The words landed like a slap, but instead of shrinking, Miyu's posture only straightened with quiet resolve. Behind the counter, a young clerk named Kotone watched the exchange, her hands trembling slightly.
This isn't right. Someone should offer her kindness. Excuse me, miss. Would you like some champagne? A bride should feel celebrated.
Miyu accepted the glass. Its delicate stem, a fragile comfort in the hostile room. Their eyes met, and for a fleeting second, solidarity replaced the sting of rejection.
Enjoy the champagne, dear. Maybe you'll find something in your budget at the rental shop after all.
Miyu set the champagne aside, her hand slipping into her bag with a deliberate calm, without a word. She pulled out her phone and tapped the screen with practiced ease. The screen lit up with a dashboard that every worker in that salon should recognize. She turned the phone toward Mika, whose smear froze on her face.
What? That can't be. Who are you?
The room fell silent. Even the distant murmur of other staff ceased as they sensed the ground shifting.
That app, you can't be the owner.
Owner, but she's just a bride, isn't she?
Miyu offered no reply. Just let the screen speak for itself. A logo, a name, and a title that turned the world of that boutique upside down. Mika stood frozen, the color draining from her face, as the weight of her words boomeranged with brutal precision.
Miss, I had no idea. Please forgive my rudeness. We can offer you a private fitting suite, anything you desire.
Now she grovels. Where was this respect 5 minutes ago?
I'll personally attend to you. The finest champagne, our designer collection. Please, just don't.
The commotion drew the attention of the other patrons, their whispers slicing through the silence.
I'll do anything. I'll waive the fee. I'll give you any dress you want. Just please, give us a chance.
Miyu raised her hand, the gesture gentle but final, silencing the manager's frantic pleas.
I think I need some time to consider what I've experienced here.
The words hung in the air, heavier than any threat. Without another word, she turned and walked toward the exit, her footsteps echoing in the stunned silence. Mika remained rooted to the spot, the weight of her mistake crashing down like a wave she couldn't outrun. The salon doors clicked shut, and a fragile silence held for a moment. Then the whispers began.
You gave her champagne. What have you done?
Kotone stood frozen, the accusation cutting deeper than any reprimand before.
Because of you, the owner walked out humiliated. Do you realize what that means for this salon?
I just wanted to be kind. She was a bride.
Kind? You've ruined us. Get out of my sight before I fire you.
Kotone's eyes welled, but she refused to let the tears fall. Not here. Not in front of them.
I didn't do anything wrong. Kindness is never a mistake.
Something shifted in her then, a quiet resolve replacing the sting of humiliation.
I will prove that luxury and decency can coexist, even if it costs me everything.
The apartment door clicked shut behind her, and at last, the trembling began.
How could they treat anyone that way? And what do I do with this power?
Ryo stepped into the hall, his easy smile vanishing when he saw her face.
Miyu, your hands are shaking. What happened?
A manager told me I wasn't good enough for their salon. Suggested a rental shop.
She said that to you? I'll go down there and...
She knows who I am now. I could end the license, destroy them, but that's not who I want to be.
Revenge would be simple. Building something better would be much harder.
You've talked about opening the brand's doors. Maybe this is your sign to act.
Her reply was cut off by a sharp buzz. Chairman Takahashi's name flashed on the screen. Miyu stared at the name on the screen, the warmth of Ryo's words already fading into a cold nod of obligation.
Chairman Takahashi. To what do I owe this call?
Miyu-san, we've received a troubling report from the flagship salon. Your behavior there was unbecoming of a principal owner. The board is concerned. They see a reckless air threatening the brand's prestige. You need to come in and explain yourself.
Reckless? For walking into my own store as a bride. I'll be there, but I won't apologize for expecting my own employees to treat every bride with respect.
Respect. The brand's exclusivity is non-negotiable. Don't forget who built this company. Be here tomorrow at 10 sharp.
Understood. I'll see you then.
The call ended, and the room felt heavier, as if the boardroom's chill had seeped through the phone. Miyu stared out the window, the city lights blurring. Tomorrow, she would stand before the board and fight for the soul of the brand her mother built. She pushed away from the window and crossed to the old mahogany desk, its drawers holding memories no board could erase.
If there is any weapon I need for tomorrow, it is in these pages.
Her mother's handwriting filled the page. My dream is to dress every bride like royalty, not just the wealthy. Love does not check a bank balance.
She dreamed of opening doors, not closing them. Tomorrow I have to finish what she started.
Still working? Come on, let me hear your opening statement. I'll be the grumpy chairman. I'll be the grumpy chairman.
I will tell them that exclusivity is a lie. This brand was built on love, not class, and every bride deserves to feel that.
That's the Miyu I proposed to. They won't know what hit them.
The tender moment was sliced by a chime, a board notification listing the witnesses for tomorrow's hearing.
Mika Ishikawa is testifying, of course. She'll twist every word to save herself.
Miyu closed the journal with a steady hand. The moral ground was hers. Now she just had to claim it. The boardroom of Sakurazaki Couture was a temple of marble and darkened oak. But the air felt thinner than a mountain peak.
We are here to address the incident at the flagship salon. Manager Ishikawa, please recount your version of events.
The owner arrived in casual clothes, looking like a student. She started touching gowns without permission. I merely suggested she might prefer a different shop. I acted in the best interest of Sakurazaki's prestige. The owner's behavior was an embarrassment to the brand.
I see. This aligns with the report. Miyu-san, your actions appear to have tarnished our reputation.
Every word is a lie. But if I lose my composure now, they'll think I am as erratic as she claims.
Miss Okamoto adjusted her glasses, her expression unreadable. The slight tilt of her head hinted at a deeper scrutiny.
We cannot allow personal vendettas to jeopardize the brand. I propose a formal reprimand and a review of your oversight powers.
A murmur of assent rippled around the table. The board's patience had run dry. Miyu rose then, her calm a stark contrast to the storm building around her. Every eye turned.
I did not come here to defend myself. I came to remind you of something far more important than my reputation.
From her bag, she withdrew a worn leather journal, the founding diary of Sakurazaki Couture.
My mother wrote, "Every woman deserves to feel like a princess on her wedding day. Love does not ask for a bank balance."
That's touching, but naive. You can't just open our doors to anyone. It will dilute the brand.
Manager Ishikawa, you've spoken enough. Let her finish.
Even if her ideals were noble, Miyu-san, our profit margins rely on exclusivity. How do you answer that?
Exclusivity isn't a price point. It's the experience. If we make every bride feel valued, they will come.
Miss Okamoto gave a slow, deliberate nod, her expression unreadable but her pen still. Around the table, board members exchanged uncertain glances, the old guard unsettled by the fresh wind. Miyu's words hung in the air, a fragile hope suspended between judgment and redemption. Suddenly, the boardroom screen flickered to life. A video call request from Kotone Asai, the junior clerk from the salon.
Honorable board members, my name is Kotone. I witnessed everything that day. Manager Ishikawa did not just insult the owner, she routinely turns away brides who don't look wealthy.
A collective intake of breath swept through the room.
Please, continue. How often does this happen?
Nearly every week, I've been scolded for being kind to those she deems unworthy.
Mika's face drained of all color. Her lies were crumbling like dry sand.
This is a serious accusation. Do you have proof?
I have records, names, dates, and the testimony of other staff who are too afraid to speak.
The chairman's hand trembled on the table. The truth had shifted the scales, but the final vote still hung in the balance. After a brief recess, Chairman Takahashi rose, his voice heavy with reluctant concession.
Miyu-san, given the testimony, we are willing to allow a trial of this inclusive fitting. But on strict conditions, you will pilot the program for 3 months. If revenue drops by even 5%, you will resign all oversight duties.
A 5% margin. That's a vice. But if I refuse now, the brand will never change. I accept. I will prove that inclusivity is not a risk. It's the brand's true foundation.
Chairman Takahashi nodded, though his frown betrayed deep misgivings. He then turned to the trembling manager.
Manager Ishikawa, your actions have shamed this board. You are officially reprimanded and will cooperate fully with the pilot.
Cooperate. This humiliation is her fault. I'll make sure her little experiment fails spectacularly.
As Miyu gathered her journal and walked out, the air felt lighter, yet charged with an unspoken war. Behind her, Mika's nails dug into her palms, a promise of sabotage burning in her chest. That night, Mika's voice dripped venom into her phone, every word a twisted seed planted in a gossip columnist's ear. By morning, it was everywhere. Sakurazaki heiress dismantles luxury brand crisis. The article painted Miyu as a reckless radical, destroying the dreams of true brides for populist ideals. Comments flooded. Who does she think she is? Goodbye, Sakurazaki prestige. She'll bankrupt us all. Miyu stared at her phone, each notification a fresh wound, the fragile truce of the boardroom already shattering. Ryo came up behind her, his hand steadying her shoulder as she read the lies.
This reeks of Mika. She's trying to bury you with the board.
If I stay silent, the pilot dies. But if I speak out, I could make it all so much worse. My mother didn't back down when the press called her designs too avant-garde. I won't back down either.
A new resolve steeled her features. Let Mika poison the well. Miyu would open the floodgates. The phone call came before noon, an ultimatum wrapped in Chairman Takahashi's curt tone.
The board has reviewed the public sentiment. The pilot is too dangerous to continue. We're suspending it, effective immediately.
You can't suspend what you haven't seen. I won't let a smear campaign kill this.
This is your last chance. Step back now, and we'll consider a less drastic overhaul.
I am done asking permission. I'll hold a press conference and tell my side of the story. Every word.
A heavy silence followed. Then a soft click as the line went dead. In the boardroom, Miss Okamoto's pen hovered in midair, her face unreadable, but her eyes troubled.
She's committing career suicide, and she'll take the brand with her.
But across town, Miyu was dialing Kotone, her voice steady as iron.
It's time to let every bride speak. Together.
Her phone pulsed with a new message, Kotone's name glowing like a small lantern in the storm. I know what you are fighting for. Meet me at the old fitting studio tonight. I have everything you need. An hour later, the studio door creaked open, and Kotone stepped inside, a thick folder clutched to her chest.
Miyu-san, I am so sorry for what Mika put you through. You are not alone in this.
Without waiting for a reply, she pressed the folder into Miyu's hands, her own trembling.
It's all here. Client complaints, staff reports, everything. I've been documenting for months.
She risked her job to collect this. To believe in me, Kotone. Thank you. With this, we can show everyone the truth.
I'll stand with you at the press conference. Whatever happens next, we face it together.
Two women, bound by a shared wound and a shared mission, walked out of the studio ready to rewrite the brand's story. The conference hall buzzed with skepticism, rows of journalists ready to bury heiress who dared to break the mold. But when Miyu stepped to the microphone, her voice cut through the noise, steady and unbroken.
A few weeks ago, I walked into my family's flagship store as a bride. I was told I belonged in a rental shop. This is the article they planted to silence me, and this is what they forgot I own.
She raised the gold-embossed brand ownership certificate, its foil catching the light like a sword.
I am not here for revenge. I am here to return Sakurazaki to its true promise. Every bride, a princess, starting next month. Every licensed salon will hold a Founder's Eye fitting, open to anyone, no judgment, no price tags.
Kotone stood just behind her, eyes glistening, a quiet nod of solidarity. The room erupted in flashes and furious typing. The story would break before the conference even formally ended. As she stepped down, a single tear traced her cheek, not of sorrow, but of a promise finally kept. Within minutes, her phone blazed to life. Not with insults, but with thousands of voices rising in her defense. The hashtag trended everywhere. Number: every woman a princess. Stories of bridal rejection poured out, each one a mirror of her own. News channels flipped the narrative. Harris fights for inclusivity, wins hearts.
This is what my mother meant. Every single voice matters.
In the boardroom, Chairman Takahashi watched the broadcast, his jaw tightening with every cheer from the crowd.
It seems the public has already cast their vote. Takahashi-san.
The chairman's phone rang. The secretary, with a single urgent request, reconvened the board with Miyu immediately. Miyu's phone buzzed with the same call. She answered, her voice steady, already knowing what it meant.
I'll be there. But this time, I won't be the only one speaking.
She hung up and walked toward the exit, the golden certificate still in hand, the world now walking with her. The boardroom doors opened, and Miyu entered not as a defendant, but as the architect of a revolution. No one could now deny.
Miyu-san, I misjudged you. The board has seen the public response. You were right, the brand needed this.
Let the record show. The Founder's Eye fitting is approved as permanent policy, effective immediately by unanimous vote.
A wave of nods swept the table. The old guard had fallen in line behind the new vision.
Thank you. But there's one more thing. Mika Ishikawa. She tried to destroy us. Yet I ask you not to fire her.
In the shadowed corner, Mika's head snapped up, disbelief warring with dread on her face.
She will be removed as manager and demoted, but she will personally host the very first Founder's Eye fitting. Redemption must be possible for everyone, or our new policy means nothing.
Miss Okamoto extended her hand, a rare open smile cracking her composed facade.
Welcome back, Princess Sakurazaki. Your mother would be proud.
The flagship salon buzzed with a new energy, not of exclusivity, but of anticipation.
Kotone, this isn't just a job offer. It's an invitation to change everything. I want you as Sakurazaki's first democratic fitting coordinator. Will you accept?
Miyu-san, yes. 1,000 times yes.
Together, they pored over mood boards and sketches, laughter echoing off the pearl-pink walls.
What if we have a first touch station? A place where brides know they're welcome before anyone speaks.
Exactly. Let's make sure the first thing they feel is love, not judgment.
The salon transformed. Mannequins wore every style, and fresh flowers replaced the cold formality.
This is what she dreamed of. A palace without gates.
As the final touches fell into place, Miyu and Kotone stood back, ready for the dawn that would test their dream. The morning sun spilled through the salon windows, the doors opening to a line of women no longer afraid to dream. Inside, brides in jeans and sundresses touched silk and lace. Their laughter, the new soundtrack of Sakurazaki. At the entrance, Mika stood stiffly, a pinned smile on her face as she repeated the words she once mocked.
Welcome to Sakurazaki. May your fitting be everything you deserve.
From the back, Miyu watched, a quiet fulfillment settling in her chest.
Miyu-san, everything is set. It's your turn now.
Finally.
Kotone led her to the private fitting suite, the gown waiting like a promise.
Close your eyes. I want this moment to be perfect.
Miyu obeyed, the rustle of fabric the only sound, as her dream dress drew close. When she opened her eyes, the mirror showed a woman she had almost forgotten.
Is that really me?
Kotone knelt behind her, adjusting the train with trembling hands, her own eyes brimming.
You look exactly how your mother must have dreamed.
She's here. I can feel her in every stitch.
The two women, once strangers, now stood as a testament to the quiet power of kindness.
This is the dress, isn't it? The one from your first visit.
The one they told me I couldn't touch. Now it's mine.
They embraced, the layers of tulle between them, the only barrier to two hearts that had fought side by side beyond the door. The hum of the event continued. But in this room, a promise made generations ago was finally fulfilled. Later, as the evening painted the sky in soft golds, Miyu stood on her apartment balcony, Ryo's arm wrapped around her shoulders.
You did it. The brand, the event, everything is different now.
We didn't just change a policy. We opened a door that can never be closed again.
From the street below, the faint sound of laughter drifted up, the last guests leaving the salon, their joy a new pulse in the city.
She would have loved this. My mother. Seeing so many brides walk in without fear.
Ryo tightened his arm, and she finally let out the breath she'd been holding for weeks. Inside, the wedding dress hung by the window, a shaft of sunset light catching its lace. It was no longer a symbol of exclusivity, but of a promise kept across generations. The camera pulls back through the window, the room quiet, the dress glowing softly as the day fades. And outside, the city hummed with the quiet certainty that something had truly changed.